Scandalous! Letting such miscreants in the city.
Looking to make some coin too.
Looking wobbly.
So the worst
Some overripe shit.
How do you go with this here?
Who's a witch?
Can't let my jacket get wet again. I'll get lashed.
Best deal around. One for the price of two.
I'm thinking that not apparent to you.
How are you keeping, Bobby? Ah, you're back!
That Field Marshal Duda's replacement? The Marshal was a parrot. He do...
At auction. Some mage's estate went under the hammer. Witch hunters and the eternal spurish things up for sale. Happened to be passing by and saw this out. Came with their own cage.
How could you resist?
Could they? 'Tweren't possible. So,
Tell me what you've got.
a few bruises and a torn doublet. Otherwise, not much of note. He wasn't staying with any of them.
Let's hear him.
I know how he wooed a lass studying natural history. You know where he went with the cook from the Passiflora? Yep. He'd have stayed for hours as labourers crushed boulders into... I don't know of a human woman, but that would bore a dwarf lass to tears. He's growing old.
Maybe.
Sounds like you found...
Women on my list hadn't seen Dandelion in a while. All claimed he had been acting. Thing is, Mystery Woman wasn't
What's she supposed...
blonde from Kovir. A Troberitz, apparently, named...
that makes it clear it's Priscilla. Aye. Must be her.
Who's this
A Troberitz, like you said. Quite popular of late.
interesting image? So how'd Dandelion handle...
I think he fell in love.
Dandelion?
Oh, yes. Laddie's head's on fire. Lassie's got it.
All right. Guess...
Priscilla works for the Mummers Troop. Rent.
Mean we've been sentenced to an evening of...
Must you always? This'll be true.
I think I'm in love.
What a bloody day.
Think we're in for rain. Did you see they were poor wretches who fled Venice?
Don't bother me, please.
Wars everywhere.
La 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 that flows to the sewers. So the worst scum.
Wouldn't be so pale if you ate onions and all.
Got the courage to repeat that slander to my...
Readily. You are a mutant. A freak.
How How many people's lives have you saved? From Bruxay, from Leshens?
That has no bearing.
Asked you a question. How many? There's something to think about, folks.
Preacher's fierce in the mouth, but holler at him and his tail slicks between his legs. Come on, people.
But with fairness in your eyes.
Look at that. Just what do you want? Look.
One drink, all I had.
There's no fucking integrity in this world.
Oh! Oh!
I must see a medic.
Do you mind not touching me?
Yes.
Leave now,
Call
Warlock.
this living.
I beg your
Why?
Must you really?
Hero.
These scars long have yearned for your tender caress, to bind our fortunes. Damn what the stars own. Rend my heart open, then your love profess, a winding, weaving fate to which we both atone. You flee, my dream come the morning. Your scent, berries tart, lilac sweet. To dream of raven locks and twisted, stormy, of violet eyes glistening as you weep. The wolf I will follow into the storm, to find your heart, its passion displaced by our ever-growing, hardening into stone, amidst the cold to hold you in a heated embrace. You flee, my dream come the morning, your scent, berries tart, lilac sweet. To dream of raven locks and twisted, stormy, of violet eyes glistening as you weep. I know not if fate would have us live as one, or if by love's blind chance we've been bound. The wish I whispered and twisted, stormy, of violet eyes glistening as you weep.
I know him! 'Twas him murdered some Temerian boys back at White Orchard.
Silence, woman. We've come to hear music.
A murderer?
There's a war on. Some die.
Oh, please, argue this out elsewhere.
Squabbles and rows again. And I was told this was a decent establishment.
If I know Geralt, he risked his noggin to save someone else's arse.
Save, you say? He murdered folk.
Don't let him provoke you.
There's the door. Settle this outside.
Come. I wish to listen to music. Music?
Cultural capital of the world? The fuck it is.
Permits me to introduce... this
It's Geralt of Rivia, I know. Dandelion's told me a great deal about you, and I've listened with bated breath. Don't be surprised. After all, doubt I could think of a more fitting subject for a ballad than a witch's love for a sorceress. Or should I say, sorceresses.
Seems Dandelion was meticulous in telling my story, down to personal and insignificant
Splendid. Very funny, truly. So, see you later. Not here. Come with me. An excellent one. When last I saw Dandelion, he told me he was planning a heist.
Sheeped up.
And I've not seen him since.
Reuven.
Tall, fat.
Limp in his gait.
Sounds like a lame...
If trolls were devilishly intelligent and had a flair for crime.
Dandelion break...
True. Forgot to pay for his way into Passaflora once. Made a...
Any idea what got into it?
Claimed he was helping someone. Urgent matter that couldn't...
This someone, Dandelion...
No. But if I know Dandelion, it's her name he failed to mention. As he failed to mention her slender waist and ample bosom.
Let me guess.
Well, he's not driven up in a gilded carriage laden with jewels, so I should think so. I've asked after him everywhere, but it seems an army of tongue-stealing cats has overrun the city. I learned only that he raised a ruckus at Whoreson Jr.'s lair.
Whoreson Jr.?
Biggest prick in Novigrad. Not literally, but...
Got it. You're not a...
Try the whole town. He's one of 4 bosses who control the city's underworld. The others being sick...
A rascal. At least they didn't cross the church as well.
Damn it.
And in one piece. Know what they do to bards? Break their fingers.
Relax. I'll get him out of this. Gotta talk to this Whoreson first.
I don't know about Whoreson, but Reuven runs a bathhouse. Careful.
So
I don't doubt it. But Dandelion's not. I beg you to hurry.
Well, I've got bugger all to do here. Heading back to the Rosemary. Got Poppy to feed. And then I suppose I'll wait. See if our warbler don't come home on his own. Take care now.
That's as much as life.
me in that jacket.
Not humans exhibit a natural inclination towards wisdom. Every one of them.
Anybody there?
What's the fuss?
Need to talk to the...
I'm not sure that
Busy.
entertaining him.
In that case, tell him there's another one at the door. Geralt of Rivia.
Very well.
Siggy Reuven cordially invites you to... The meeting is in the baths. We will pass through the dress...
Let's go.
You may disrobe here. Your equipment will... Splendid! Siggy Reuven awaits in the next room.
Hi, Whitehead. Nice bun you have. You were right. He doesn't blush.
Just a bit more and I'll drop this jar.
Then order them to shove it up the corpse's arse. And then you sent the body back offering bigger and extended like a horse.
Clear that you've not.
Easy, Cleaver.
Orson Jr.'s a dead man. I'll have my scribe sent.
You don't have a scribe. And we'll eliminate Junior when, and only when, all of... Reuven, your guest.
Why the fuck you let him in here? Because I want to talk to him. This is Geralt of Rivia.
Good to see you again.
As always, I'm out the swiving loop. Who the fuck are you?
Think I'll let your host introduce me.
He's a witcher. The very one who first foiled an attempt on Foltest's life, and then killed that monarch.
Allegedly. But I didn't kill Foltest. And hello to you too, Dijkstra, Reuven, whatever they call you these days.
Last we met, Geralt thrashed me silly and crushed my ankle. I really wonder what he's got in store this time.
Got intruders. Someone just snuck inside the bathhouse. Several men.
What the fuck's he on about? Ploughing fortune teller?
Assassins! Please, no!
Bloody hell. I fucking knew it.
Any weapons tucked away?
Just a few.
First ever party with my prick hanging out. Ah!
Good work, gents. Terribly sorry for that incident. My security failed. I'll get to the bottom of it.
They were whoreson scum.
Don't start that again. Especially not in front of our guest.
Who pranced in right before they attacked. Coincidence?
Why do I doubt it? Let's give him a chance to explain.
Not gonna introduce me to your friend?
Good thing Happen's not here. He'd tan the hide on my arse for being so rude. Francis Bedlam you know, but then who's not heard of this patron of the fine arts? And the dwarf's Carlo Varese, known also as Cleaver. Carlo's in entertainment, mostly.
I'm looking for Horson Jr.
Interesting.
What do you want with him?
It's personal.
Geralt takes his privacy very serious.
Still, he was lots more trusting when he was looking for Marigold.
Gentlemen, you out of your fucking minds? A chat session, so by all means, you sit here, soak, fart, and watch the bubbles rise, while I send my boys to Horson's hidey holes. And you, geriatric, or whatever your ploughing name is, wanna find horse...
Any clue on Junior's whereabouts?
Siggy? It's worth a try. Geralt's got a knack for finding people.
Leave you to it then.
I'll, look in on you tomorrow, Francis.
So how about we get dressed?
Sure. Then we'll talk. Right mess that was. Never thought I'd be glad to see the man responsible for my taking frequent baths.
If you're any cleaner for it, gotta say it was worth breaking your ankle.
It healed poorly. Can you believe? I must soak it in hot water at least 6 times a day now. Failing that, it bloody pounds like the bells of Beauclair at dawn.
I had my reasons. Feel like it'd be fine if you hadn't gotten in my way.
I see. Well, I promise you that if I could go back in time, I'd do things quite differently on Thanedd. For example, I'd have my men kill you instead of just tying you up.
Listen, Reuven. No, Dijkstra. Just not in the mood for your code names, passwords, and other bullshit. I'm here on specific business. If you want to listen, listen. If not, I'd rather...
What's the harm? Talk.
Think Cleaver will find Horson?
He might not. But he'll burn down half the city trying.
Any ideas?
Junior's got areas of the city where he's strong. Penetrate them, look around. But be discreet. None of this speed and fury and swinging your steel cock about.
Pretty clear you and Bedlam don't want a war with Junior.
Let me tell you what I told King Vizimir time and time again. War doesn't solve any... Make no mistake, someone's behind Horson's actions. I'll not end him until...
Your partner's aware of your past? They know you're Sigismund Dijkstra, former head of Redanian intelligence?
Cleaver, Bedlam and Junior. Well, I'd call them my partners if we'd built a mill to grind flour for the folk of nearby hamlets. But we just need to stay out of each other's ways. Agree from time to time. That... Do they know who I am? Was. Bedlam, sure. The others most likely suspect. But we just...
Makes sense to ask around, I guess.
Gambling. That's his big earner. Junior controls the largest casino in town. I'll never forget. Hierarch Hemel. Then there's the arena in the city's bowels. Betting scheme generates near as much as... Suppose you could always search Horson's house. Though I doubt you'll find him there. Maybe some...
Where?
Near the temple. Oh.
Arenas.
Now.
Mentioned Horson.
Solid townhouse on...
See if I can't find...
Do what you will. Just be caught.
Thanks for...
Just go, Witcher. And if you can't find the slimy bastard, come and sit...
From Master Spy to Master Criminal. Interesting progression.
Why? Truth be told, they're awfully similar. Both about maintaining a net of informers being tough.
Yeah, except you used to do that in the net.
Now I've decided I've slaved enough for ideals. It's time I work.
You in contact?
See, you're as witty as ever.
Never quite forgave you for conspiring?
Radovid doesn't forgive. Not anything. Not anyone. And especially...
Philippa Eilhart.
Just good.
Meaning?
After Radovid popped her eyes out, she disappeared without a trace. If I've any luck, she's...
Thought you two were close.
We were, until Philippa sent assassins after me.
Listen, Dandelion's missing.
Same thing that happens to anyone who steps on Junior's toes.
Meaning?
He's surrounded by splendid virgins who ply him with sparkling wine and pastries stuffed with nightingales' tongues. Come, Geralt, what do you think's happened to him? I reckon he's at the bottom of the Pontar, trussed up with the strings of his...
Loot.
Far as I'm concerned, he might as well be rotting down there with a goddamn trombone.
You wouldn't happen to have a bone?
Course I do.
You serious?
Dead serious. Dandelion published a sonnet recently. Second stanza, the shit uses paired couplets instead of an inserted rhyme. Surely you understand how deep...
I was being...
As am I when I say I have exactly no time to worry about your... problems. You might be able... And if you did, why then I might be inclined to ask after Dan...
I'll get paid on top.
Nothing for free, eh? Did you bargain this out?
Who told you?
What do you mean, who? Emma did.
Haha.
I could never reveal my sources to you or anyone else. It would be fucking unprofessional. But we've chatted enough. Yeah, I'll pay you. Count on it.
Maybe I can...
I'd rather show than tell. Picture's worth 1,000 words and all that tripe. Ah.
Figured as...
Excellent. One last request. Oh, let's call it what it is. A command. Oh, Bart! Bart, stop that! Now!
Bart, mad. Bart make Ziggy lose, Thorfinn.
Beating your head against the wall won't change that.
Bart hurt. Bart less.
Where'd you get...
From Zerrikania. Won him.
Your jokes are getting better.
See me smiling? I'm dead.
But I bumpy horses. What's there? Sicky Bart.
Don't seem to have trouble communicating with the troll.
Take note of that hole. We'll come back. And see that door? Vault behind it until recently filled with Novigrad crowns and count...
But God! Then boom! Thorfinn, go!
Translating into common, someone fucking made off with nearly 20 tons of my gold and all the lighter stuff. And you will help me get it back.
Why don't you handle this? Gotta have connections.
The gold wasn't mine alone. See, I run a members-only savings club, a bank for the initiated. For reasons that should be obvious, I prefer it if my temporary liquidity problems remained private. So I need an outsider.
How do you know you can trust me?
I don't. Counting on your survival instinct. Slip up, and I'll kill you. Feed you to Bart.
But sorry. But job that good.
Fine.
You're not exactly, but...
Witcher mutations. They strip us of emotion. I'd be jumping for joy otherwise. All right. Ought to look around.
I'm all ears.
Anyone see...
Other than Bart? No. And the vault's location is known only to the treasure's...
What about upstairs? Anything unusual happen in the back?
No. Happen swears it was calm as ever. The usual customers, no incidents. Bloody beauty.
How much was it all worth?
Why the fuck do you care?
Know you too well for that. Just prefer to know what I'm looking for.
3 crates of Nilfgaardian florins, a chest of emeralds, rubies and topazes, silver candlesticks and platters. I could go on.
Shiny.
Take it the thieves got in through the hole behind you.
You're a regular fucking master sleuth. Any other brilliant deductions you want confirmed? The year, maybe? Bloody name of Redania's king?
No, but I am wondering, for instance, how that hole got there.
Hole no. Boom. Hole.
Bad mushroom?
Pop's mold. The spores are highly toxic. One whiff and...
Yes. Bad.
Not talking to you, dimwit. Where was I? Ah, mold spores. They cover the walls of the sewers other side of the vault. Actually thought it was a good...
Bart, you see them?
Bad through hole. What?
Now.
Boom.
Boom!
I'll elaborate. Explosion. Big enough to...
Gotten pretty good at communicating.
Lots of prior experience.
Try to track down...
Of course. Hired this lummox, Fons. Thick enough not to ask questions. We knocked back some Pop's antidote and entered the sewers. Soon after, I returned alone.
What happened?
Lad started belching something horrendous. I mean, burps with so much mass the walls shook. Told him, Fons, stop. You're in the presence of a count. Tried to pull him out. Then I heard a bubbling. Something... I value the lives of my men, I do. But I value my own even more.
Mind describing?
No. Doesn't mean I can, though.
Must have noticed something.
No! Didn't notice a fucking thing. Didn't do a taxonomic field analysis either. I know it's an inconvenience to you, but I...
Should look around the sewers.
Have a few vials left. Got the formula too. Disgusting swill.
Thanks.
You've naught to thank me for, literally. You're no good to me if you suffer. Listen, I'll be upstairs if you need me. Sight of this
Dandelion, what the hell? You got yourself inches curled out. Something inside bled wide open. Wall too. Those drain pipes seem to converge here. Pipe's great. Explosion crumpled it like a piece of paper. And there's mortar on the bars. So it was in place at the time of the explosion. Blast tore it from the wall. No traces of magic. This was no spell. It was a bomb. Now why am I not finding pieces of it? Could be the current swept them away. Bits of pipe clear over here. Must have been one powerful blast. Shouldn't go any further without taking that antidote. Fine grating. Couldn't push much through that.
Getting harder to breathe. Damn it, can't breathe. Gotta get out while I can.
Witcher's potions were vile. Drowners. Of course. Definitely came through here. The thug Dijkstra hired. Dijkstra didn't mention anyone else. Vomit everywhere. Is he the antidote too? Getting burned and poured down on the other guy. Otherwise, drowners will never stop congregating. Witcher's potions were vile. Come on. The thug Dijkstra hired. Dijkstra didn't mention anyone else. Must be one of Dandelion's crew. Vomit everywhere. Guess he was the only They'll never stop congregating. Bottom of a container. Silver cylinder, most likely. Runes etched in the bottom. It's warped, probably by the explosion. Bomb part. Must be. Smells like wyvern oil and caramel. That'd be it down here. Time to see Dijkstra. Gold coin. Trail ends here. Dandelion must have loaded the treasure onto a boat. Got a minute?
I do.
Done. Examined every nook of this.
Well?
Bits of treasure dropped out of the crates. Left a clear trail. You know, like the fairy tale, with the crumbs.
I know the one. Hansel, Gretel, burning witches. Very fitting for...
Trail leads to the river where the sewer lets out. Breaks off there. My bet?
Yeah. A cart drawn by sewer rats does seem unlikely. And since boats don't...
Found a second corpse. One of the thieves. Threw up the antidote just like your man Fonts.
A beautiful death. Anything on the body?
Not much. Empty
Wouldn't have left him behind if he was anybody. Common porter, must be. Knew nothing, means nothing.
Seems to me a bomb blew the wall open.
Bottom of a silver cylinder, probably. Covered...
Recognized some ingredients by their scent. Wyvern oil and sugar.
Sugar? Geralt, I'm in no mood for jests.
Nor am I. Just saying what I found. Bomb.
Let's think. Sugar would react violently with sulfuric acid, but not so violently to cause an explosion.
Didn't know you were versed in
Dabbled in it a bit while at Oxenford Academy. But this is no time to... Know anything else about them?
Bomb went off inside a drainage pipe embedded in the vault wall. But the grate at the end of the pipe was in place when the blast happened, meaning...
The bomb must have found its way into the pipe from inside the bathhouse.
Exactly. Might have gone something like this. Perpetrator started emptying one of...
The bomb flowed down with a runoff, came to rest on the...
Drain pipes are only promising lead.
Yes. Happen keeps a record...
Feel honored to be...
Oh, that fit.
Really?
About as much... All right. You inspect the...
Something floating on the surface. Oil, looks like. Nothing interesting. Silver lid. Matches the cylinder bottom I found in the sewer. Dijkstra, come here.
Got something?
Yeah.
Happen. Drain pool 4, and bring me the guest book. Chop chop.
By the way, what about Happen?
Happen has numerous flaws. He's pompous, pretentious, can be a real prick.
How can you be so...
Witches know their monsters. Spies know their men.
You trusted Philippa Eilhart once, too.
True. But I didn't pull Philippa Eilhart out of a Kaviri prison the night before her execution.
Let's see what's on. Grate's been removed from the drain, meaning they flushed the bomb down here.
Happen. Who used this pool the day of the break-in?
Let me see. Bertold Heinz, town councilman, Josef Schweik, brewer, and Margrave Henkel.
Henkel? That's impossible.
Impossible?
Old Coot's been eating dirt since last winter. Couldn't have...
He's dead? I'd not heard.
Not surprising. The Honourable Margrave croaked in a brothel, decked out in leather lingerie, so the family held up.
Yeah, I saw him that fateful day, Mr. Reuven. I'm certain of it.
Did you speak to him? Get a good look at him?
No. He merely passed by on the way in.
So you didn't see Henkel. You saw an impersonator. Think for once. They scooped out your balls, not your brain.
Fine.
Henkel's home. Derelict townhouse south of the main square. You might...
Look awfully suspicious to me, tramp.
Damn it! Can't hear a blasted thing!
What a dump. Looks more like a beggar's hovel than a Margrave's townhouse. Dandelion made some interesting friends. Footprints. Silver cylinder. Bottom looks like what I found in the sewer. A letter. And a bottle. The wine from your birth year. It's absolutely excellent. Startling bouquet. You absolutely must try it. But afterwards, please place the bottle back where you found it. Your birth year. Could be dandelions or Ceres. $12.45. Secret room. Probably where Dandelion and his cohorts planned the heist. Ciri, Menge is following me. He has seized the treasure. You must flee. Footsteps. Not good. Stain. Wyvern oil. Instructions on how to build a bomb, signed by one Kalkstain. Sugar, and lumps of a substance dipped in wyvern oil. Potassium? Looks like they made the bomb here. Dijkstra and Triss. Didn't expect to see you here. Certainly not with Triss.
I decided we could use someone who knows a bit of magic. The runes on the bomb.
You dying to know too, Triss?
No, just here for the coin.
Ah, Marigold playing the cynical materialist. I love it. In truth, her ideals brought Triss here. She needs gold to save her colleagues. When I recover my... Speaking of which, and pardon my Beauclervoise.
Hang on. Gotta tell me why you're here.
So we did. But I was
Bullshit. You don't trust me.
I trust you as much as you trust me. Not at all. Believe me, it's a healthy relationship.
Gentlemen, really feel privileged to witness your battle of wits. But try to remember, unlike you, I put my life at risk every time I venture out into the streets. Did the same just coming here.
Bothered Triss for nothing. No point examining the bomb.
Because?
Because I already know who nabbed your treasure. Commander of the Temple Guard, Caleb Menge.
Well, well, Marigold. Geralt, would you be kind enough to tell me what you've learned?
Henkel told me. Old man's alive and well. Faked his own death.
Strange.
He was. And Menge promised to take care of things at...
Geralt, how can I put this delicately? Bollocks. If you thought I'd fall for that tale, you just...
Know you well enough to know what matters. Results. So I lied. Still say I can lead you to your treasure.
Forgive me, Geralt, but after what you just pulled, I'd
Would you believe a sorceress who stands to gain, you get your coin back?
Perhaps. I'd still prefer the whore, though. You're hiding something. And that's one thing I can't stand. Even more than Nilfgaard. But ultimately, this is a business deal, not a marriage. Besides, there must be some truth in all those lies. Menge has been spending heaps of coin lately. Though to my knowledge, he shouldn't have a cop.
So, what?
From what I've heard, Menge spends his nights at the docks. Witch hunters cook.
So we do your dirt.
Darling, when I'm able to make use of someone, I always...
And safe. Come on.
Of course I'm scared. Bloody dangerous horse.
Not in those words. But I...
Doubt Menge.
As do I. Lucky I hired a witcher and a sorceress who've been through so...
What's our past got to do with it?
A great deal. Lovers will jump into the abyss for one another. Suits my needs perfectly. Namely, it greatly increases your chances of getting out of the Hunter's Barrack.
In other words, you're
Using you? Never. Merely making the most of your mutual bond. Well, lovebirds, I really must be going. Good luck.
Thought you'd correct him. Say that we... you know.
Dijkstra doesn't need to know about my love life.
Wise. I'd never choose his shoulder to cry on either. But we've strayed from our topic.
Triss, gotta tell you something. Dijkstra...
Thought as much. This is...
Menga's got Dandelion locked up somewhere.
That changes everything. Listen, meet me at midnight by the Chapel of the Eternal...
All right. See...